Hello, everybody. Happy Thursday and welcome back to Tachy Talks. We have a very exciting, little bit different episode for you today. So we've had some guests recently, but we thought it'd be nice to just chill out. We asked you guys for questions. Some of them are about medical school. Some of them aren't. We're going to go through all of them, have some fun. But before we get into that, these are my pals. Hello, pals.
Hello, everybody. I am Haley's first pal, Advait Desai. That's
And I'm
the end of my.
Kylie.
Okay. Yeah.
I didn't know you took a pause, and I didn't know if you were gonna keep going.
There was a pause. I thought you were gonna start right away, and then it became awkward. But okay, let's.
I just didn't want to talk over you. Now I'm just gonna start talking over you.
Now I'm gonna
sorry.
talk
So
over
those are my
you.
pals. And what did you guys get up to this week, pals? Advait, what did you do this week, the past 2 weeks?
So this week has been pretty interesting. The elections results are coming in slowly. We still don't have a final victor yet. Maybe when we upload this episode, we will have a final victor. But that's been pretty fun following around. It's almost like a basketball game. Two sides going back and forth. I did not think it was going to be this close, but
a very high stakes basketball.
Yeah, I was gonna say, except like the highest stakes basketball game ever.
Did you guys watch Space Jam? I think that was more high stakes.
That was probably the most high stakes basketball game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Space Jam was way more high stakes than this.
Yeah, that's true. So
But
we always have that to comfort us, at least.
We always have that.
That doesn't comfort me.
But no, yeah, that was my boring part of this week. Let's think about something fun I did this week. So Halloween came and left. Usually our house gives out candy. This year we decided to do chips. And I didn't think many kids were going to come, but we had a pretty good amount. Maybe like 30, 40 kids came.
And you guys do it in a socially distant
Did you throw
fashion?
the chips at them? Stay off the porch.
Well, I wouldn't really call it. I guess it was social distance. Like we're all wearing masks. I made sure I was outside, like not going in the house or whatever. But what can you do? Kids are like running up to you to get their chips. And then some kids are so greedy too. Like I give them one bag of chips and they're like, "Oh, please, can I have another bag?" And like I didn't care
because can I have some more?
Yeah, I had all these British kids coming like, "Please, sir, can I have a cup of tea and some chips?" And I'm just trying to hook them up. But Halloween was fun. But the best part about Halloween was the day after, November 1st.
Yes,
Because chocolate was on sale.
I already heard about this. Yep.
Chocolate was on sale at Shoppers. So I went there, got a nice box, still munching on that. And that has been my week so far.
What about
Very
you,
nice.
Kylie? What have you been up to?
Well, you were right. Halloween did happen. I did absolutely nothing for Halloween. It was actually glorious. We just watched movies and I ate so much candy. But candy was even on sale before. We actually took the opposite route of Advait. We decided just to not give out candy this year. Me and my roommates, because we talked about leaving like a bucket on the porch, but then we decided to eat it all.
If you left the bucket on the porch, I would have took it.
If one kid wanted to take the whole bucket, I would have been totally fine with that. Then I could have brought it back in. But no, it was with Halloween. I feel so bad for the kids this year. It was so hard because there's so much like mixed information on what to do, and so I feel bad. My nephews though, my sister set up a little scavenger hunt for them in the house.
That's cute.
They said that they're like, keep in mind they're 4 and 6, but they said next year they want to have another COVID Halloween. I really hope we don't, because they just had so much fun that they want to do it again. So I'm happy.
Aww.
They got to still have a good Halloween.
Can you imagine? I think they're like the only kids in the world saying, "I want to have another COVID Halloween."
Right?
Like,
I know.
So only kids.
I know, but I'm glad they had fun. I'm glad that my sister and her husband were able to like make a little thing for them. But yeah, other than Halloween, I ran my first 10K this week, which I am very proud of myself for.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, it was actually I ate a huge breakfast and I ate a whole pizza the night before, and I decided I felt like crap. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go run. And then I just started running and I felt like Forrest Gump. I couldn't stop running. So that's what happened. I don't really think anything else super exciting happened this week. I watched The Bachelorette. I love The Bachelorette. Haley and I are big Bachelorette fans. Very excited for the episode tomorrow night. It's gonna be very spicy. There's gonna be a little Bachelorette spoiler alert. There's gonna be a little switcheroo, I think, happening tomorrow night. So I'm very excited. But yeah, other than that, I've been trying to keep up with schoolwork. Bought a coloring book. I'm watching a new show. Okay, sorry, I have a lot of updates this week. Okay, I'm watching this new show that my mom recommended to me, and the reason I'm so excited to tell you guys is because it's called Heart of Dixie, and it's about this doctor who was finishing her general surgery residency in New York, got denied a cardiothoracic fellowship in New York, and they told her she had to go be a GP for I guess like family physician in the US, for 1 year in Bluebell, Alabama.
Wait, how does that make sense? She did gen surge residency.
Yeah,
why couldn't she just be a general surgeon?
I don't know. It's just so funny. And like sometimes it's interesting now that like you can like kind of understand the medicine. Obviously, not all of it. Like I'll be Googling things, but you can be like, that's not right. Like that's not accurate. So yeah, it's a new show I'm watching. Anyways, Haley, what'd you get up to?
Nothing really. So I guess I'll start with Halloween like everybody else did. So my parents' wedding anniversary is actually on Halloween, not because they like Halloween, just because it was the only day in like the year that they wanted that the venue was available. So they took it because nobody else wanted it. Actually, funny story. So my mom specifically said to everybody invited to the wedding, this is not a Halloween wedding. It's a wedding that happens to be on Halloween because that's when we could book the venue, but it's not a Halloween wedding. And Halloween isn't happening this year. Like, just ignore it. It's fine. And my dad showed up to the wedding in a costume.
Oh no. That's actually pretty jokes. But I just, by the sounds of it, I can see your mom being not happy.
She never picked up her wedding pictures. I've never seen a single picture from my parents' wedding because she never picked them up from the photographer because she was so mad.
That's hilarious.
I think it wasn't like a ridiculous. He came dressed as the Phantom of the Opera, which is his favorite like musical. And so he was just in his like tux suit, whatever. And he had like the half mask on. And I think he had like a hat and a little cape or something. And he just did it as a joke. And then he took it off, I think. I don't know. I wasn't there.
I wasn't alive yet.
But yeah, so it's their 28th wedding anniversary. And like I mentioned before, my parents are just out in the county. So we had dinner, which was nice. But I didn't do anything particularly Halloween-y. What else? Okay,
so I have a question regarding that.
Yeah.
Did you ever find it hard to go trick-or-treating as a kid because your parents' wedding anniversary was on Halloween? Like you're, because I know you live out in the middle of nowhere. It's hard to go trick-or-treating out there. So like usually you require your parents to drive you out, but they might not be willing to drive out.
Yeah, no, they never like I don't know. My parents, and I don't know if other parents like celebrate their wedding anniversaries differently. For my parents, it was always just kind of like my dad would bring home some flowers from work and that was it. Like there was never like a celebration for it. So it was never a big deal. My parents tend to be low key about most celebrations. Like we used to go to family for like Christmas dinner. But other than that, like we don't really do big celebrations on holidays that would take up a lot of time. So I guess I just ended up lucky that they are low key about that kind of stuff because they did always drive us into the town of Essex to trick or treat where there were actual houses because I do live out in the county surrounded by farmers fields. There's nowhere to trick or treat there.
I can confirm she has a bunch of trees around her house and that's about it.
Trees,
so
yeah. And they are not giving out candy. So yeah. But yeah, that was, my dad would always bring home roses and that's it. And then they also do this thing where they would like buy themselves a present and they would say, this is your present to me for our anniversary. So my dad would always go to like Canadian Tire and buy a present for himself. So, which I like. Maybe I'll continue that tradition if I ever find somebody who's willing to bind themselves to me for the rest of all eternity.
Alrighty.
Okay, so
moving on.
Other than that, I didn't do much. I tried to catch up on schoolwork. Did I catch up on schoolwork? No, I'm still behind, but it's fine. And that's it, really. Hung out with Finnegan. Yeah. But yeah, so if that's it for everybody's week, I think we'll jump in. So we asked for your guys' questions about anything over Instagram. I actually printed them all out and put them in this hat. If you can read upside down.
It says Trent.
Wow. Where'd you get that hat from? Did you go to that university or something?
I did go to that university. So cute. And actually, off topic, but I guess one of the first year classes that Trent had like this assignment to make a TikTok go viral, because my TikTok For You page has been filled with Trent day in the life of a first year Trent student videos, and it's been making me super nostalgic. Very cute.
That is an excellent marketing scheme.
Yeah.
On Trent's
Yeah, for
part.
the university. Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
Let me know if you see any of them.
That's the dumbest assignment for a class. Like, I would have
I
been
know.
so mad if somebody assigned me
know.
that as a project.
I think it might be for like bonus marks, I feel like, because like,
Probably.
do you only pass if your TikTok goes viral? That doesn't seem fair.
Yeah, it's probably
No.
bonus.
But yes, so we're going to answer your questions completely randomly. I don't know how much Kylie and Adve looked at the Instagram, so the questions might be a complete surprise to them.
I mean, I looked at them. Did you print out every single one of them?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I genuinely don't know. Like, I looked at 1 or 2 questions. That's it.
There's one in there for
Oh,
me.
we're starting with a really good one.
Okay.
What is the powerhouse of the cell?
The
Okay, so
mitochondria.
the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell.
Thank you
That's
for
it.
that question.
What is the powerhouse? No, what is the mitochondria?
It can be whatever you want it to be. Just it's the powerhouse of the cell.
Actually, I think it's a Golgi body. Sorry, keep going.
Question number 2. Is there any way to shadow a doctor in Canada?
So this is a good question.
Yes, it is a good question. And the answer is yes and no. Yes, in that some undergraduate programs, such as the one that I participated in, I had a 4th year internship where I did go and shadow doctors as part of my degree program. But insofar as just contacting doctors as a pre-medical student and shadowing, no, that doesn't exist in Canada. And it's not something that will boost your application. They don't want to see that.
Yeah, if you did for some reason shadow a doctor, like your family doctor allowed it, please do not include in your application, because it's not allowed to be shadowing a physician. So for some reason, if you did get the opportunity, sure, do it, take whatever you can from it, but do not report it in your application. And honestly, don't even try to shadow a physician if you're really worried about what the job is like. If you're going into the right field, I think the more important thing is just to talk to a physician, ask them how their life is, if they're satisfied. A big question, which a lot of people seem to forget, is what work-life balance is like. You tend to forget how busy physicians can be. So especially surgeons, they're so busy. Talking to physicians is perfectly fine, but shadowing, you can't really do that. And I wouldn't try to do that.
I know, I think it's a thing more in the States that undergraduate students will shadow doctors. And that's why maybe you are looking for those opportunities. And that's totally reasonable. I totally understand why you're wondering. But in Canada, it isn't something that is frowned upon. So you're going to want to avoid that.
I think just to add to what you guys said too, like if you know you wanted to go into medicine, shadowing is in no way the only way to figure out that you're interested in medicine and want to go into it one day. And at this point, as a pre-med, do not be worried about specializing or like going into surgery, going into internal. Like that is a problem so far down the road for you that your main focus should be getting into medical school. So don't worry about like work-life balance. Totally important. I definitely agree. But you don't need to start thinking about like, oh, maybe I'm going to be a surgeon, or maybe I'm going to be or maybe I'm going to do this. And good to have like a thought process of what direction you want to go into. But please, 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 please don't stress about it.
For sure. Okay, next question. How will an international student doing bachelor's in Canada get into medical school? So this is a little bit tricky because it will vary from school to school. And I know we've said that before, but honestly, if you're in this situation, the very best thing you can do is contact each school and ask them. Specify that you are doing a bachelor's degree in Canada. You'll have been in Canada for 4 years. Specify if you're living here full time or if you go back home in the summers kind of thing. And that will all affect it. So we don't want to give you any information that could possibly be incorrect. So the best thing to do is work hard in your undergraduate studies. And when the time comes, get in contact with the schools or look on their websites, and they will have all the information that you need.
And a big difference too is whether or not you are a Canadian citizen or a permanent resident. If you are a Canadian citizen, once again, it you do have a little bit more benefit than being complete international. But like what Haley said, this is a case by case basis. Some schools don't look at international. Some schools do look at some international. So it's something you really have to research and just go on all the websites.
Favorite pizza place in Windsor?
I guess we could all take a little shot at this.
Yeah, okay, I want to go last.
Why?
I don't know, because I've only tried 2 and I really like both of them.
All right. So my favorite pizza place is Little Caesars.
Shut up.
No, I'm joking.
Shut up. That's upsetting.
Oh
No,
my
I'm just
god.
joking. All right, listen. I am one of those people that don't really care about what pizza place I go to. Like, I'm fine with any kind of pizza. I know some people are like, oh, no, I can only have this kind of pizza or from this specific place. I'm fine with anything. But that being said, the places that I find the best is Cheese Wheels, and I like Naples pizza as well.
I've heard a lot of good things about Cheese Wheels.
Cheese
tried
Wheels is
them.
nice, yeah.
I like Caboto and Chicharo, which are some Italian clubs in Windsor. And so you just know those little nonas are in the back making those pizzas, and the authenticity, delicious.
I really like a derivative of Caboto, because isn't Oven 360 made by the same people who make Caboto pizza, own Caboto?
Caboto, I think, something like that. They're related.
I had a whole pizza from Oven 360 this weekend in one sitting, and that is why I carb loaded.
Wait, are you joking? That's why you went running 10K?
Yeah, I had a whole Oven 360
One Oven
pizza.
360? That's nothing.
It was a 14-inch pizza. It was a lot of pizza.
Nothing. Oh my god, I can't believe. I thought when you said you ate a pizza, it was like a nice large,
Like a party size Naples
not
pizza.
a party size Naples, but like a large Domino's or Pizza Hut or something.
No. I had an Oven 360 pizza.
That's what I eat. And then I feel like I want to go running 10K.
Yeah, but boys have crazy fast metabolism. Like,
Yeah.
that's not, you can't compare that because our bodies don't handle food the same way.
But still, like,
Okay, I need to
Oven
tell you what I
360
put on this.
pizzas are like so thin.
Yes, tell us. I want to be hungry.
Okay, this was bomb. So I got like tomato sauce, and then I had
No way.
mozzarella.
What?
Shocking. I know. Who would have thought? And then it was, okay, it's a derivative of, I think, their Miranda pizza, but it had hot peppers, ricotta, rapini. I love rapini, and Italian sausage.
That
Okay,
sounds
so
delicious.
I'm going to sound very uncultured here. What is
Oh.
rapini?
It's like this, it's a very like prominent in Italian cooking. And it's like this Italian, kind of looks like broccoli, but more bitter than broccoli. But
It's
you
a
like cook it all
vegetable?
the way through. It's a vegetable.
Okay.
Yeah. Kind of looks, it's different related to broccoli. And then Naples is also good. Every time that like Nick, my boyfriend, comes down, he's always like, we need to get Naples pizza. I miss Windsor pizza so much. I'm like, oh, okay, sure.
Aw.
So we'll always go get pizza the first night he comes to visit me. But the thing I really like about Windsor pizza is that they like slice the pepperoni. I enjoy that.
Yeah, the pepperoni is like shredded on Windsor pizza,
Shredded,
so that
that's the
you
word, yeah.
get pepperoni in every single bite. That's what makes Windsor pizza special.
Yep. I love that.
Beautiful.
Advait couldn't care less.
I'm vegetarian, if you guys didn't
Oh
know.
yeah.
Oh yeah. We
This
talked
is a
about
good
this.
one. This is a good one. How do you deal with toxic classmates / gunners?
All right. So how I deal with Haley and Kylie is
I don't think I'm toxic.
No, I'm joking. So, like, I don't know. Do we really have toxic classmates and gunners? I don't
We
know.
do. And the reason that you don't know about them, Advait, is because
We
you're
do.
very good at doing the thing that I would suggest, which is like staying in your own lane. Like Advait just does his own thing. He does what he's got to do. He like his eyes are on his own path. Meanwhile, I'm over here like, okay, but what's he doing? What's she doing? What are they doing? What's going on over here? And that is what will ruin you, because when you start comparing yourself to everybody else and everybody's a fantastic med student who has a million things going on, it really makes you feel upset about yourself. So you got to stay in your own lane.
My advice is similar to that, but I kind of take a different approach when I look at it. So something that I've like been very like strong in my thought process is that I would feel really bad if someone picked their career based on me. So I would never, ever, ever in a million years like tell someone to go do another specialty just because I was doing it. So what you need to like remember is that, or this is how I approach things, even in pre-med, because this was a huge problem in like pre-med too. I remember that when everyone wanted to get into med school, it's overwhelming when everyone's talking about it every day. So I just try to remember exactly what Haley said, like stay in your own lane. Do everything that you can do to make yourself the best applicant. And if you've done everything you can do, at the end of the day, you've done your best and it's in the hands of the algorithm, which is carbs, and you don't have a lot of control over that situation. So hey, I'm going to talk to Haley right now. If you spend so much time worrying about everyone, you're not going to be able to worry about yourself. And
Yes.
you come first to you.
Exactly. That's nice. I like that. But yeah, you have to remind yourself that like I feel like I always forget about the things that I'm doing, or I somehow think that they're less. And experiences don't stack up like that. Like one experience isn't better than another experience. It's different. And everybody will have different experiences that make them into the applicant that they are. And that's all you can do, really.
You know, and like I'm not so much for coming to medical school, but what I've been hearing going to different like info talks about residency is it also like comes down to the program where you see yourself fitting in and like where you like click with the program director and the residents. So who you are and your experiences will get you there, but your experiences will get you there, but who you are as a person also like might depend which program you want to apply to or rank first and how they click with you. Does that make sense?
Yeah. You'll also find that it does. And you'll also find that in med school, like people don't love gunners. Like, I feel like you're right. We don't have anybody who's very explicitly like, I will step on people's faces to get to this specialty. Like, we don't have anybody like that because that's not well received by other students and it's not well received by faculty. So you do find, at least here in our class, that things kind of chill out a little bit once you get here, which is nice.
Yeah. And everyone's so supportive. I don't know if it's because we're in like a smaller class down here, but even like I've been talking to people in London just because with Zoom, everyone's so connected now. And like everyone is so helpful. They send out like our big group will have people sending notes, people sending like questions, people helping. So I've never encountered a toxic mentality in medical school yet. Nor do I think I will at this point. But I don't know. You can never be too sure. Advic?
No, I mean, thoughts? You too, I think already did a pretty good job answering that question. I really don't have anything to add.
Are we ready for the next one?
I think we're ready for the next one.
Hit us with it. This is fun.
Are there any fitness routines you recommend when in school full-time and working full-time?
That's hard. Good for you. Haley, you look like you just had like this like premonition come across.
No, I just got an email. It popped up on my iPad about a meeting next week being canceled. So I just
got the same email too. So I was looking down. But one big thing is for the question, sorry.
Yeah.
Is I know a lot of people say they're very busy, and you sound very busy if you're doing full-time schooling and full-time work. But I do think getting some kind of physical activity is really important. Because you got to look at it the long run. I don't know how old you are, but if you go into medicine or if you go into anything, okay, like forget about medicine, you're going to be doing that for like until you're 50, 60, possibly. And that's what's really important to keep your body in top shape. If you have back pain now, you got to do something about it now. Like, don't wait until it gets worse. So I think it's really important to try to get like 1 hour of exercise, maybe like every other day, something like that. One big thing we talk about is 150 minutes of hard cardio to get in a week.
Flex.
Wait, what?
We get it.
You know the knowledge from last year.
That's great
listen,
for you.
All right, fine. Somebody else answer it.
Oh no, we hurt his feelings. Advic,
we were just joking with him.
I might have been saying somebody else answer because I forgot the rest of the stats or the rest of the numbers, but
okay. I think what Advic is saying is that
exercise is important.
Exercise is important, and it's important to like. I feel like you can get caught up very easily in the mentality of like, oh well, I don't have time to do a 10-kilometer run today, so I just won't do anything.
Okay, that's a 10-kilometer run is kind of like overkill.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Or I don't have time.
I'm feeling called out
for 3 hours, so I won't go at all. And like, you don't need to do that always. It's great if you have time and energy and whatever, and you want to do that. That's great. But Kylie did that on a weekend day. Like, I very much doubt that she'd be out there doing that on a really heavy Probably Thursday. Not. So if you cannot do the extreme, that's okay. Just do it, like do 30 minutes, do ab exercises on the floor for 15 minutes. Like, that's better than doing nothing just to get your body moving a little bit.
I think if you asked, I think the question asked for some specific like routines too. So I'll give you some of my favorites. So YouTube is great because YouTube is obviously like accessible to everybody. And if you I don't have them near me, they're in my closet. But I don't know how much money you're willing or you're looking to spend, but something that I really like doing is there's like I don't know if I'm talking to a girl or boy. I guess everyone can do this workout though. Like a glute workout and with the mini bands, and you can do like a 10-minute one with Mad Fit is one I really like. I know what was that quarantine challenge? The one that they were doing. What was her name? Haley?
Chloe Ting.
Chloe Ting. Yeah, Haley does Chloe Ting. Yoga with Adrian, a lot of people really love. So those like 10-15-minute breaks I think are so important. And if you're anything like me, you're going to spend some time on your phone scrolling through social media, on TikTok, on Twitter. Use those 10 or 15 minutes and do a little workout. And honestly, I guarantee you will feel so much better, especially if it's something you do first thing in the morning when you wake up. Maybe wake up 10, 15 minutes earlier, get a little yoga session or a little strength exercise, or oh my God, I can't speak, strength workout in. And I think your day will be a lot more energized at least.
Yeah, as just to add some more specific recommendations, if you might be running into the issue of like you don't want to invest in a gym membership because you feel like you won't be able to make it there very often, which totally fair, or due to COVID, yeah, for sure. Get some dumbbells off the internet. Like they can be like 5 pounds. It doesn't have to be crazy amounts of weight that you're lifting. Just a little bit of resistance goes a long way. And then Gabby Sheehan, Scheyen, and Heather Robertson both have really good like 50-minute workouts with dumbbells. So that's all stuff that you can do at home, and you burn like the same amount of calories or however you want to like measure your workouts as you would at the gym. So you don't have to invest in the gym membership, which can be like a big hit on your credit card every month if you're not going very often.
And if you can't get your hands on dumbbells right now, sorry, Haley, because I know dumbbells ever since the pandemic started, they like got price gouged like crazy. It's crazy. Resistance bands are also like another great thing you can do. Like, so the mini bands are great because you can use like glute workouts. You can do like arm workouts with them. And then like regular resistance bands. We used to use them for swimming all the time when I was younger. So there's a few like cheaper options as well. And Heather Robertson also has like good body weight workouts too.
Yeah.
I love her. She's great.
Like jugs of water, heavy water bottles, or like bags filled with like
wine.
And then pour yourself at the end.
That's a little fancy. But like if you are looking for dumbbells, you can contact me. I can sell you some. Maybe like 220s for about like $180.
I was like, wait a second, I need dumbbells.
220s for $180.
No, that's stupid. That's expensive.
But if you do want to buy it, then hit me up.
Or you could just be like Advait and you can bike from Windsor to London.
Yeah, what happened to that?
Yo,
it got too cold.
It got too cold and I had some people
it's like 16 degrees outside
right now. Yeah,
today,
but I mean,
we should have gone biking today.
We shouldn't be recording this. All right, guys, I think we're gonna end.
Next question. No.
Ooh, this is a deep one. Do you think your past can come back to haunt you?
Ooh.
Yeah. Okay, listen. Yes and no. Here's how I know. I'm going to tell the entire Tachy Talks audience a secret right now, okay? All right. Are you guys ready? I got suspended twice in high school and nothing ever happened to me. I was fine. I went on to medical school. So if you mean like your academic past and things that happen in school and you get a bad grade on your test or whatever, that's not going to come back. You're okay. You're going to be okay. Most things in life, you're going to be okay. However, there are definitely some things that can come back to haunt you. I mean, if you do something illegal, that will probably come back to haunt you. So don't do illegal things. Haley's tips to the Tachy Talk teams: don't do illegal things. But if you get suspended in high school, you're fine.
I think that kind of covers what I would say. Haley's really got that one in the bag.
Yeah. I mean, I can't add anything after what you just said there.
Yeah, like, there's no way to follow up.
There's no way to follow up there. You just like killed it.
Excellent.
Nice. I thought it was funny and then nobody laughed.
It was funny, but it was also like it was funny, but it was like a what the heck.
I've also heard this a few times now, so this is not new information
fact
to
about
me.
Myself. It's my favorite party fact about myself.
Yeah, you got suspended?
Yeah, twice.
Nice. Nice.
Sorry,
The
chills.
worst I've done in high school is like I think I got detention maybe like 3 or 4 times. That's it.
See that I never got detention.
Oh no, I got detention.
I never got
I-
detention. So
But my detention was dumb. It's because like I lived walking distance from the school, so I would always walk to like from home to school, but I'd be late sometimes. I'd wake up late because I didn't have to catch a bus or something, and then I ended up getting so many lates. I got a bunch of detentions.
sad.
Yeah.
I know.
I had this like goody two shoes thing, and if I got detention, I had a breakdown. Oh, that never happened. And I'm sure Advait can tell that I still have those pieces inside
Yeah.
of me.
I mean,
But
it's good.
at the
It's
end
good.
of the day,
It's good to have.
no matter what has happened in the past, you can move on from it. Maybe you're a different person now, but you can change your life and do whatever you want, and the past can't hold you back from that. So don't let your past haunt you,
But don't do illegal things
but also
Yeah,
don't do
please
illegal
don't.
things.
because that might
Please.
come to haunt you.
Or
Yeah,
just
please
like
don't.
mean things. Don't do mean things either.
Just be a good person, please.
Okay.
That's all I'm asking.
If you could ask the 2024s in Windsor any 3 things, what would it be and why? I'll ask them and get back to you. So this question actually came from the Windsor class of 2024's class president.
I guess we could each ask one question.
Shout out to
Okay.
Amy. We know you're a great fan.
Oh, thanks. I love it.
So,
All right.
if you could ask the Windsor class of 2024 anything, what would it be?
I guess I'll start off. So,
Sure.
Windsor 2024. How did you feel about foundations?
Ooh,
Foundations
excellent
of Medicine
question.
is our first course that happens in medical school, and it is just a roller coaster of knowledge and emotion.
Emotion. Yeah, it's very emotional.
I felt quite emotional throughout that course.
It's
I
very
still am emotional.
Sad, but
It's very surprising. I'm not gonna lie. Like when we went through foundations of medicine, it's a lot about, for those people that don't know, which is probably like everyone. It's a lot of basic clinical things about what goes on inside of a family clinic. I guess that's like the best way to describe it. Like things you would
Yeah.
see, pediatrics a little bit, oncology, things like that. And it's just like a little bit of everything. And the reason it's kind of overwhelming or kind of crazy in the beginning is because like there's no real science or like no general science like how you thought med school might be like. So there's a lot of ethics involved and a lot of clinical type of measurements and things like that involved. So it's a lot different than what people think med school is going to be like.
we do get to like the classic blocks and stuff that you would expect later on, but yeah, foundations is kind of just like an overview of everything, and we talk about like when you need to take somebody's driver's license away and
Yeah.
cancer screening and like geriatrics and delirium and geriatric patients and
Like if you should report somebody to child health or something.
yeah, it's like it's such a strange, overwhelming mix, and you're like, wait, my brain can't remember all of this, and honestly, I don't know if I remember anything from.
It's because you forget when you're like trying to be a physician that like I have the responsibility to do some of these things, like taking away somebody's driver's license.
Yeah,
I feel like this is stuff you also like assimilate too. Like you just don't. I don't remember learning about it, but like I know the answers now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I can give you a little spoiler alert to what the answer would be. Haley knows this too. Apparently it's been actually very good for them, very smooth. So it's been a good experience. Haley, do you have a question? I'm trying to think of one still.
I am going to ask the Windsor 2024s, what has been your favorite part of medical school so far?
Oh, that's cute.
And why am I your favorite orientation coordinator?
Okay, let's move on. Next question.
Okay.
You can only
I
pick
think
one question. So
I have one question. My question is, how do you guys eat out so much?
Honestly, they have the Windsor 2024 so class below us have like this food Instagram account, and they post on it every day.
Yeah.
is it every day?
Almost every day. They've been pretty, honestly, like I have taken some of their recommendations though, and I'm also embarrassed that I've been living here for a year now. Actually, you two have been living here almost your entire life. Mine is Haley, who moved away for 4 years. I know. But I have like I haven't tried half these restaurants. Honestly, it's because I go to Spago like every week.
Yeah, I haven't tried like 90% of the restaurants. That's because I get food at home.
That's because we found the good ones right away, and then
We know the good ones. Yeah, they're trying new stuff out. They're like experimenting.
I like
Okay.
it.
We respect
Next one.
that.
So, Hammy, those are our questions to the Windsor 2024. So let us know what they say.
Spine just cracked. Sorry.
Favorite TV show and movie?
Ooh.
Oh, this is too hard.
Okay, can I go first?
Yes,
Yeah.
go.
Because my favorite TV show is Outlander. I didn't want Haley to steal my favorite TV show. And then favorite movies, a lot harder. Oh, I watched Notting Hill over the quarantine and I really liked it. The one with Julia Roberts.
Isn't that
great.
scary?
No. Notting Hill is through and through like a romance movie.
Oh, cool.
I think there's Silent Hill you might be thinking of.
Maybe.
I don't know if
Silent
that's
Hill's horror, yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Why did I say this? My favorite movie is Love, Rosie. This is not like a cinematic masterpiece, but it has my favorite actor, one of my favorite actors, Sam Claflin. My other favorite actor is Henry Cavill. And I really like Lily Collins. But anyways, Love, Rosie is this like love story. It's on Amazon Prime, if anyone. I'm sure most of us have Prime accounts being a student. So you have access to Love, Rosie.
My favorite TV show right now is also Outlander, because it's so good. My favorite movie is the the newer version of Pride and Prejudice with Keira Knightley in it. So good. Classic. I know every single line. Amazing.
Oh wait, can I say another classic? I like The New Little Woman too, the one with
Yes.
Saoirse.
Amazing.
And oh, so good. And Florence Pugh. Amazing. She's an excellent actress though. She's an awesome human being, amazing actress. I just love her. Anyways, sorry, Advait.
Okay, so I did not know like 50% of the stuff that you guys just said. I'm gonna be honest.
It's all love stories.
That's okay.
It might have been close to like 75%. All right. Favorite movie is Bollywood, guys. Is this movie?
Of course.
Obviously.
It's this movie called The Mall. Okay, if you know, you know. I'm not gonna explain anything more. It's like a dumb comedy movie. All right.
Is it the one? It's not the one that I watched.
No. It's not the one you want.
That's my favorite Bollywood movie. Is the one that
that's a good movie. That's a really good movie. She watched a movie called Andhadhun, but like The Mall is like stupid comedy, like brain cell losing comedy. That's why I love it. Like
Favorite TV show.
Is it also a Bollywood TV show?
No. I see. This was kind of hard. I honestly don't watch TV that much, but my favorite TV show would probably be like Attack on Titan. It's an anime. It's good. It's good.
Good pick. Advait loves to show us Bollywood movies, and I love it.
I love it too.
They're so good.
Okay. Comfy study space must-haves. Trying to get a comfy chair for my desk.
A chair with neck support. Oh my god, it is clutch.
Yeah,
I would also recommend a good candle, or if you don't like having like fire out and about, like a diffuser.
Oh, I have my diffuser here too.
I have my candle du jour.
Oh, my diffuser's unplugged. There we go.
Yeah, this stuff is very extra. I'm not gonna lie.
But just having like a nice, like I light my candle and the smell is like, okay, it's time to focus now. So that's
Christmas.
Nice. Have a blanket or a sweater nearby so you can cozy up. What else do you need in a comfy study space? Oh, a second monitor. Get a second monitor, invest, and then also a stand to elevate your laptop if you're going to be using that screen as well. Yes, especially right now when we're like all hunched over our desks all day, like not good.
That's really big. If you're only using a laptop, get a monitor to plug your laptop into. That's huge.
Good lighting.
Get a mouse. Very good.
If you couldn't tell, I do love a nice aesthetic lighting based on these vines with twinkly lights behind me. I also have two different lamps. I guess this would be my fun fact. I hate overhead lights. I never use them at home. Never use them here. Hate them. So I have like all the IKEA. Well, you can see my one in my corner there. And I have another one over here. I like those much better. Anyways,
I have like sunrise lamps.
How could we forget the most important study space thing? Snacks
and water.
Water, that's big. Yeah.
Water.
I want to get you water.
And then an optional comfy study space accessory is a Finnegan if you want to get a Finnegan.
That's a cat.
He's
If you're wondering. If that's a-
napping right now, so I won't go and get him, but just imagine me holding up a cat, and that really enhances studying as well.
I think you guys through went most of it, went through most of it. One more thing I could think of is having I use an extra keyboard, not like the one on my laptop. So that's very extra. Like if you don't want to do that, you don't have to do that. And also I have like a jar or whatever, like of pencils and pens. So you never like have to go around looking for pencils or pens. You just grab one and get to it. Even though I do not write anymore. Like whenever I fill out a paper or something, it feels weird writing it. And I'm so slow because I just type everything now. But still.
Advait is losing his fine motor skills.
want
That's
it,
not concerning.
I need to go to
fine.
occupational therapy.
Someone want to talk about what nerve lesion I might? No, I'm just kidding. Next question, please.
I don't want to talk about that. I think the biggest thing about comfy study space though is have everything that you will need for the study session within reach, because nothing is more annoying and interrupts your workflow more than having to get up to get something. So just make sure you have everything you could possibly need, including snacks, in arm's reach.
Yeah.
For sure.
This is why I study on like a bed with a blanket and a pillow. That's my study.
Advait has everything he needs to take a nap. How do you balance your social life and medical school?
It's really not that hard, not gonna lie. And the reason why it's not hard, and I know these two are looking at me like, what? You're crazy. Like, we're so busy. No, you're not. Stop lying. You guys.
No, you're not.
No, you're
No,
not.
you're not.
No, you're not. No, you're not. Okay. You guys are like watching Bachelor together. You guys are like,
That's our balance, Advait.
that's what
Exactly.
I'm saying. It's easy. All you have to do is your classmates are going to be just as busy as you. Okay. You all have the same assignments coming up. You all have the same exam coming up. So whenever you're done your exam, finish your assignments, or on the weekends, go out with your classmates and spend time with them. All right.
Also, remember that medical school is pass fail.
Medical school is, well, unless you're like in the States.
Unless you're at a different school. Yeah.
Unless you're in the States.
But mostly in Canada, I think there are some exceptions, but mostly pass fail.
Yeah. So do not stress yourself. Obviously you want to learn as much as you can. If your pass is a 70, aim for the 100. Don't aim for the 70. But like by that, I mean like study as much as you can.
I think Advait covered most of it. But one thing that I highly suggest is make use of your calendar. Honestly, I like had a planner and I do love my planner, but phone calendars are so nice because I have my school schedule in my phone and it'll like pop up and tell me what's coming next. And now I've gotten into the habit of putting every detail of my life in there, which I mean, if you're not a planner and you don't like living by the book, like I understand that's probably not your thing, but it's so helpful for being able to balance things. And with the new iPhone widgets, which I know people are really in love with, you can put like little widgets on your phone. So I have my calendar on my home screen and it tells me what's coming up next from my, like, it actually takes it straight out of my calendar on Elentra, which is our like course websites. And it's great, especially when I'm going to bed and I'm like, crap, did I forget about something that I have to wake up at 8:34? And then I'll check it 3 times over and over again to convince myself I don't have to wake up. That's side eye from Advait. But yeah, calendars are great. There's lots of different apps though. I think Kylie, do you use Google Calendars? Someone does.
No, I use Notion. I'm using Notion right now, which is like an all-in-one workspace kind of thing. But I use my Apple, like my iPhone calendar a lot. But like to the point that like I have tomorrow's Bachelor episode scheduled into my calendar. Like I put Hangouts in there as well, so I can see that I have social time scheduled. And yeah, you just kind of take that into account when you're planning out your life. And if you are filling out your calendar for the week and you're feeling like it's a little bit of a lonely week, text a friend and say, hey, do you have a couple free hours? Do you want to study together? Do you want to go for a walk? Do you want to, like, there are so many ways to be social. And
that's big though, studying together. Don't forget about that. Because like if you're studying by yourself all the time, it just drives you crazy. It gets a little lonely. So
yeah, and like I guess I know some people right now are having a hard time seeing people in real life, but honestly, don't underestimate a good Zoom. Like I come on here with my pals. We played yesterday was so fun. We played Among Us and I had such a good time on Zoom.
We played Among Us in the middle of our like class session.
Okay, it wasn't in the middle of our class. Like
there was prof
some
didn't come.
scheduling errors.
Yeah, there's like the prof didn't come.
It. Sad.
It was fun. Yeah, it was great, except I'm a really bad imposter. Anyway.
You were like We caught you in like 2 seconds.
I haven't done any question wrestling ASMR yet.
Oh, that's some good wrestling.
Okay. This is a question from one of Kylie's fans.
Oh.
Is Kylie able to work in Toronto? If not, she should drop out of school.
I have no words for this one.
The people want you back in the 6, Kylie.
I know. Clearly, I'm being called back. The question, though, I can work in Toronto. Am I going to work in Toronto? No. Like, hopefully one day I work in Toronto. I mean, do schoolwork in Toronto. I want to work in Toronto one day. But schoolwork wise, I have my, as we were just saying about our comfy study spaces, my study space is set up to a prime in Windsor. So Raymond, I'm sorry. You're going to have to come here because I know exactly who asked this. And B, I'm not dropping out for you, but I do love you.
Okay. Thank you, Kylie's fans. Next question.
Thank you.
What are you guys planning to specialize in?
Dang, hardcore question. All right, so I'll start. Initially, I was interested in urology, and I still am interested in urology, just because I think
this is Oh, sorry, don't mean to interrupt. This is spicy though.
No, like okay, so and I am still interested in urology because I think the procedures are really cool. If you get a chance to look up any of the procedures, it might scar you, but you might also be interested in it. But regardless, lately I've realized that I like the medicine aspect a lot more than the surgical aspect of med school. So I'm really thinking do I really want to do urology, or would I want to do something like nephrology or internal med? I'm still thinking about it. I'm not certain what I want to do. So I'm exploring, but that's where I am right now.
And honestly, you don't need to make the decision right now. So
yeah,
there you go. Haley?
This becomes such a weird taboo question when you get to medical school.
It really
I really
is.
like critical care medicine. I thought that's what I wanted to do, internal medicine to critical care medicine, but I got here and had some cool experiences and decided that I'm very interested in surgery. But I still like the critical care aspect. So I'm thinking some acute care trauma surgery, which is way down the line. First, I need to just match into general surgery. So that's the plan right now. We'll go through clerkship and see if it sticks.
So, when I started medical school, I wanted to do family medicine, and I worked in a family health team before coming to medical school. I had an awesome experience. I was not the doctor. I was the receptionist. But I really enjoyed it, and I really enjoyed the environment there. And then I got to medical school and realized I really, really, really enjoy acute settings. Similar to Haley, I do like trauma, but I'm not a huge fan of surgery at the moment. Obviously, things can change, but I really love emergency med. So hopefully, one day in the future, I will get to practice emerge. That's the goal right now. And honestly, as everyone was saying, we haven't started clerkship yet. We still haven't tried everything. So it's important for all of us to keep an open mind. But that's kind of, I think, the directions that all three of us are leaning into. Sorry, I haven't had lunch yet, which is why I'm sticking this piece of chocolate in my mouth.
Book recommendations. Outlander. It's not only a TV show, it's also a series of novels. They're quite thick, so they take up a good amount of your time, and they are fun.
There you go.
Yes.
What is that?
And there's 6
Outlander.
Outlander?
Yeah.
Okay, so you recommended Outlander. Haley recommended Outlander?
Okay, I have other books that I would recommend.
All right.
Okay, if you want a really good read, The Alice Network, excellent book. I really love historical fiction, as you can tell by Outlander. But if you want a trash novel that you can rip through in a few days, I highly, highly recommend The Selection. Basically, it's the Bachelor. It's The Bachelor, but set in this kingdom, and it's 30 girls fighting for the prince's heart and to soon be the future queen. Excellent novel. It's trash, but excellent.
Also, along the same lines, Crazy Rich Asians, that series, fantastic quick read. Fantastic.
Oh, it was a book too? I never knew that.
Yeah.
I thought it was just a movie.
3 books.
What? Okay, so I can't recommend you anybody a book because I do not read at all. I'm not lying. The only books I've read is Shakespeare in high school, Life of Pi in high school. I don't read novels. on my own free time.
Okay.
So
That's okay.
I can't
We don't
recommend.
judge you. If you're looking for more like of a medical thing, like books, Life on the Ground Floor is really good. Internal
Excellent.
Medicine's really good.
When Breath Becomes Air.
Air, obviously. And I feel like there was another one that I read. And I can't remember it right now, but
Everyone should read When Breath Becomes Air. That
Advin, you should read it. I feel
You're
like
not
you
going to
should
get me
read
to
it.
read it. It's
I feel like you need a
impossible.
good cry. I just feel like you need. I feel like it would help.
don't even-
a lot if
you
just
don't even
cry.
need it for a good cry. It's like it has like so many lessons. I don't know. I think it has a lot of good lessons. Oh my god, lessons. Like for being a med student, being a doctor one day. I don't know. It was a great book. It's a memoir.
All right, maybe I'll check it out.
Okay, a couple more questions here. We're gonna get through them. If not medicine, what would you be doing or working towards right now?
Engineering, baby.
Good
That's it.
question.
Engineering.
I'd be working towards living at my parents' house alone.
But then your
No,
parents
I
are
don't
going
know
to...
what I would pursue. I'd probably just pursue research.
Fair.
I don't know. I'm not really good at anything. So like that's what makes it difficult for me is like I'm not good at math. I'm not good at, like I would probably just do research and become good at something.
I mean, you are in what you're already good at, so that's why it's like that. Like she's already in med school.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I mean, I feel like I would have done the same thing as Haley. Like I would have tried to go this was my goal originally. If I didn't get into med school, was to like go do some research work, do my master's. Don't really know what I would have done after that. But like jobs that I could have had that I don't know. Like I feeling like an esthetician might be kind of fun.
I was just gonna say if this was another life, I would be like an esthetician makeup artist. I love doing makeup.
Yeah, and well, my sister is an accountant and told me that I would be horrible at business. Thanks. But I feel like going into some kind of business might also be interesting. I don't know what would happen. Honestly, like medicine, it's my passion though. So maybe I'd be an author. I'm not a very good writer though.
Actually,
anyways.
That reminds me, just because like you mentioned your sister, I would probably choose between like accounting or engineering. It'd be one of the two. One of the two, yeah.
Okay.
You don't strike me as an accountant, but I have a very small sample set of accountants.
Wait, what? So. Okay, so how do you classify an accountant? What am I missing?
Kylie, in your brain right now is the TikTok song.
I'm an accountant.
People ask me what I do. I say that I'm an accountant.
I'm an accountant. What do you do? I'm an accountant.
What accountants do.
Wait, so what am I missing?
It's a TikTok song, and it's like for when you don't want to disclose your actual profession, you just say you're an accountant because nobody knows what accountants do. So when they ask what you do, you just say you do what an accountant does. Where do you work? At a place where accountants work.
That's pretty funny, actually.
In terms of like, I don't know. Me and my sister are very different. My sister's really busy. She's 35. She has a full-time job. I don't think she's gonna listen to this. But Katie, if you are listening to it, she would agree that like her and I are very different people, and I see you more similar to me than I see you similar to her. So that's why I picture you as a doctor and not an accountant.
All right, true.
There you go.
Next question. What research are Kylie and Haley involved in? They always talk about it.
Okay. I don't think we can give, like, obviously it's like not top secret, but there is like a few things that have been submitted, and I don't know how much we're allowed to talk about things that are in the submission process, but once they are submitted, you're going to hear all about those papers. Yeah. But I think that basically we work with a nurse practitioner at the University of Windsor, and she is very into like military medicine and trauma care. So that's what we were supposed to work on before the pandemic, but now we're looking at some pandemic related stuff.
Yeah. Pandemic related stuff. It's really cool and fascinating, and hopefully we can tell you more details in the future.
Perfect.
What are your favorite coffee orders? LOL. Kylie, kick us off.
Okay. So it depends on the mood you're in or I'm in. I don't know if you're looking for recommendations. If it's like a summer mood, I really enjoyed this summer. They had the cold brew. Oh, sorry, we're gonna talk about Starbucks. The cold brew with the cinnamon almond cold foam. It was like, it wasn't too sweet. I really don't like sweet things, even though I just hate chocolate. But I don't know. I just like the foam. It's like a nice mix. The pumpkin cream cold brew, obviously, also very, very tasty. Warm weather stuff though, I love oat milk. So any oat milk latte Oat milk latte, like the pumpkin spice oat milk latte, no whip, half sweet. Chef's kiss. Those are my two main ones.
Yes. So I also have a hot drink and a cold drink. I feel like that's pretty typical. So my hot drink is just an Americano misto with oat milk. And then my cold drink would be a blonde double shot on ice with oat milk, but sub the classic syrup for vanilla syrup. So you get just a little bit of sweetness there, but it is mostly espresso, which I really like the taste of coffee and espresso. So I don't like it too sweet, like Kylie was saying. And they like froth up the espresso shot, so it gets a little frothy, which is nice. Those are my recs. What about you, Advay? Advay's gonna sit there and be like, I like black coffee.
I don't drink coffee. Like I don't.
You actually don't. It's kind of weird.
No, I don't. Like my recommendation would be like get hot chocolate. That's it. Like I don't drink coffee at all.
I'm gonna get a coffee after this.
That's all there is.
I'm gonna go make a coffee after this. I really like. My parents got me an espresso machine when I was an undergrad.
I
for
get
Christmas
one?
year. You should,
Okay.
wait, they have so many deals. Like they'll be like
Black Friday.
Yeah, Black Friday's coming up, or like they'll be like buy 200 capsules and get your Nespresso machine free. And like even though it's probably like around $200 for the capsules, your machine's free, and you're gonna go through all that coffee. So and it doesn't expire that fast. Even if it's even if it's expired, I still drink it.
Yeah,
Great
expiry is fake. What's your go-to place to get food, and what's your favorite place to get food in Windsor?
Ooh, in Windsor.
So okay.
You go. No, you go. Windsor native over here.
You're pretty much Windsor native too. But like my go-to place to get food is like my house.
What's your favorite place to get food?
My favorite place to get food. I like it changes for me depending on like what I haven't had for a while. But what I do like is I like a good Mexican. So Acapulco has good Mexican food. Acapulco Delight. I like to go there. And like some other places I really like to go to is like for pizza, like I said, Cheese Wheels is one place that I really like to go. For Italian, Spago's, right? There you go, Kylie.
So good.
And for I think that's it really. Like those are like my favorite places in Windsor.
My go-to is usually sushi. I don't know why, but I order a lot of sushi. So Sushi California is my go-to. But Hikari is really good as well. My favorite Penalty Box, which is right next to Met Campus. Kylie, have you been there yet?
Yeah, I have. I went last year with my family friends.
Okay, yeah, delicious.
So good.
It's like Mediterranean. It's like gyros and stuff. Delicious. What else is my favorite? Spago's. Yeah, I feel like Advay got a lot of the classics. Yeah. What about you, Kylie?
Okay, I just like change every week what my go-to is because I just love takeout. Honestly, go-to is probably Spago's. Like it's all I've eaten since we've been back in Windsor since like August. But some other favorites, I really like Mammo Burger. It's like on my mind because I was talking about it with my roommates today. I do want to try Motor Burger. I love cheeseburgers. It's like one of my favorite. Well, it is my favorite food. So I don't know. I'm always on the hunt for a good cheeseburger. I don't know if there was anything else.
Oh, now I'm craving a burger and fries. I always get in these moods and I just crave burger and fries.
Yeah. Other good restaurants, though, food, F&B, like food and beverage. I'm not sure if they're open right now. They did close a bit for the pandemic, but great, like small plates. And Toast, if you're looking for brunch. I love Toast.
Toast is a good brunch place. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, two more questions, folks. Let's go. I've always wanted to know about Advay's shampoo routine. Please tell me.
All right. So this is the biggest thing. Okay. I don't know why men's what is it? Hygienic products are advertised as like one for all or like all in one or whatever. I don't know why they do that. That's
knock
stupid.
it off. Don't do that.
Yeah, knock it off. Like if you see an Adidas body wash that says, "Oh, it's also like a face wash and a shampoo," don't trust it. Run the run the other direction. You want to get shampoo that says just shampoo on the bottle and nothing else. And that's why I like to go for Aveeno. Aveeno is my shampoo of choice. It smells nice. It feels nice. And I don't know what else to say. Like Head and Shoulders, I think is like, it sucks. Head and Shoulders is the worst shampoo in my opinion. And Yo, I try women's shampoo too sometimes because like who cares? It's shampoo. It's just
Shampoo's not gendered.
exactly.
Ah,
I know, right? Why are they gendering shampoo? So, but like from everything I tried, Aveeno, I really like.
you use conditioner?
I don't use when my hair was a little bit longer. I did use conditioner sometimes, just at the ends. You don't want it to touch the scalp of your head. That's not good.
True.
But my hair's short
Man, I
now.
feel like we need to change the podcast over to like life advice section.
Yeah.
Just for this.
My hair is short now, though. I don't know if you've actually, yeah. You guys haven't seen my new haircut since the last thing,
Show it
but
off. Give us a spin.
I can't. My
Give
my
us a
thing's
spin.
covering it, but I'll give you guys a little bit of a side profile.
Beautiful. So side profile.
Beautiful.
But yeah, that's my routine.
Okay, I have the last question here.
All right.
What is your favorite part of being a Windsor Meds 2023?
Oh, did you save this for the end?
No, it just ended up being the last one. Isn't that cute?
That's cute. I know who asked this question. He's
Hi,
a big
Mike.
fan. He was Mike, you're the best. He listens to all our episodes. I love it.
Aw, thanks,
Shout out
Mike.
Mike.
My favorite, okay, I'll go first. My favorite part is about being Windsor 2023 Med is that literally 38 of my best friends, they are the most supportive people I have ever met. Supported me through some hard things. I hope I can support them through their whole life and that they can never get rid of me. But I love my friends. That's it. That's my favorite part.
Aw, mine too. Mine's the same. I just love it. The environment, the opportunities, the people. And I hope that I get to go to everybody's weddings because I love going to weddings. And yeah. And I hope that everybody has babies and I get to meet all of them.
Honestly, like that's the best thing about Windsor, how small it is, because like
Yeah.
we are actually like pretty close with everyone. You don't feel uncomfortable around anyone, or it's not like you don't know
No.
anybody when you're put into a random group. Everyone just has worked together before. Everyone has no problem getting along together, and I honestly love when they make new groups for us because I just love the surprise to
too.
see like who I'm paired up with next time or this time, and it's fun. It's fun. I like being in Windsor campus. Love it.
Aw. Okay, so those were all of our questions. If you have any follow-up questions, you can always DM us on Instagram. We're always happy to chat. Thank you for hanging out with us this week. We had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun. I don't know. You guys had a lot of fun?
Always.
Always. It was fun.
It was fun. And we will see you in 2 weeks. This has been episode 15.
Is it or is it 14?
I thought last week was 14.
Then this is episode 15 or 14.
I'm pretty sure it's 15. But
it's
anyways,
15. It's 15, yes.
And we will see you in 2 weeks for episode 16. And we hope that you're having a great time at school. We hope you're being safe and wearing your mask and sanitizing
Wear your mask.
hands. And yeah, we'll see you on the next one next Thursday.
Thanks for joining us.
Bye.
Bye.